Welcome to the Stone Ridge Software video series for batch manufacturers. This video series is going to be focused on Dynamics 365 CRM sales. Our agenda today is going to cover Outlook integration with Dynamics 365 sales, as well as the opportunity creation process, how we might record interactions such as emails and phone calls into an account or opportunity record. We're going to demo how we can set up a sample product request, and then we're going to go through the process of creating a quote, ultimately sending that to our customer, and then creating an order that might go to our ERP solution such as Business Central. So let's go ahead and dive into our demo environment here. We're looking at Microsoft Outlook, the web-based version here, and I'm going to simulate what it might look like to get an email from a client. As you can see, we've got John Doe here sent over a quote for Crescent Dough. So we've got this email that's come in, interested in a quote for 1,000 packages of Crescent Dough. I'd like to have it delivered in July. Let me know if this is possible. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see we've got this app for Outlook that is already loaded, telling us a few key things. So number one, it's telling us that we've got an existing contact for John Doe in the system. We've got a job title and some contact information. We also know the account that it's tied to. So here's that account, ABC Grocery. That might be one of my own accounts, for example, where maybe John Doe is someone that I work with regularly. Up on the top, what's really important here as well is that we can track this particular email back into Dynamics for reference. So I can come in and set it regarding. Now here, if I've got an existing record that I want to tie this email to, that's fantastic. If not, I can go ahead and I can actually create a new sales order right from Outlook. So if I go in, it's going to allow me to create a new record. I want to create a new sales opportunity, and that's going to load a blank form for me. So I'm just going to enter some basic information, 1,000 packages of Crescent Dough. This is going to be from John Doe, and John Doe is with ABC Grocery. If we have information around budget amount, if we have information around estimated revenue, close date that we want to go ahead and populate, we can. So maybe we'll set this for next Friday. Identifying the customer's need, sure, we can go ahead and we can capture some of that. Actually, let me get this information in there as well. Maybe this is just a snippet that I want to grab and dump in. Save and close. And now ultimately we've gone in and we've created that opportunity in Dynamics because this is an extension of the environment. So now you can see down below we've got that related information, 1,000 packages of Crescent Dough. If I wanted to, I could actually open that up from here. So if I select it, it's going to load that opportunity. So any details in here, it's very helpful for me to work that opportunity potentially from Outlook. So now I'm not having to swivel a chair back and forth between Outlook and my Dynamics environment. I can continue to do my work here in Outlook. If I wanted to open that up in Dynamics 365, if I hit my drop down here, you can see I've got some different options to go in and I'll make other updates to this particular opportunity. But if I want to view this in Dynamics, I can go ahead, select to open it there. And that's going to take me right into Dynamics 365. Now I've got the full view of this particular opportunity. So here I'm on my main opportunity record for the one that I just created. You can see in the center here in my timeline, all those related activities such as this email are being tracked here right to the opportunity itself. And now from here, I can continue to work this sales opportunity. So I've got my business process flow with 4 different sales stages in it. This is all very configurable, but out of the box, this is what it might look like. If I come in and I'm ready, I know that we can qualify this opportunity. I've worked with John a lot. We can go ahead and we can proceed to that develop stage. So if I want to do that, here's where we're going to come in and we're going to maybe start working our products, maybe potentially building out a quote even. So I'm going to come into my product line items here, open up a new tab, and if we know the price list that maybe we're associating this account with, so ABC Grocery leverages the Contoso Bakery price list, you may have unique price lists associated with each account. We're going to allow the system to automatically calculate a revenue here, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start adding products. So as we're building out our potential quote here, based on this opportunity, we can come in. You can see we've got different product families over here on the left: bread, croissant, donuts. We've even got some product samples that we could send out. So these are $0 product samples. So if we wanted to go ahead and send one of those out, we certainly could generate a quick order for a product sample right from this opportunity as well. So let's go in and we'll build out our potential quotes. So under the croissant product family, we've got croissant dough. You can see we've got a lot of other potential products in here, but croissant dough, we're looking at $50 price per unit. Let's go ahead and add that 1,000 per John's request. And we'll go ahead and add it to this opportunity. If we have anything else that we want to add, we certainly can. Maybe even a write-in product that doesn't exist in the system, we can leverage that capability here also. But I'm going to select to save this to the opportunity. And now that's automatically gone in and dumped it into my product line items area. If I hit my drop down, you can actually see that this is a package. So I've got the rest of my ingredients here, more or less, that are making up my croissant dough. So I don't have my quantities configured properly. This is just the demo environment, but you can see how we could go in and we could update this on the back end so that we know exactly what's going into this particular product once it's rolled up. If I have any product discounts, whether that's percentage or a flat fee discount, I can add those here, as well as if I know freight at this time, I could add it, or it can be added later as well. As soon as I've added my products to my opportunity, to generate a quote, very simple. I can select my quote line here, or my quote tab, hit plus new quote, and what that's going to do is it's going to grab everything from this opportunity record along with those product line items and generate a quote for me. So now you can see I've got a new quote ID. This is my initial revision because we can create multiple revisions depending on feedback from the customer. Maybe they want to make some updates. Maybe they want 1,500, for example. So we've got all that information here. On the right, we're tracking it to the opportunity that we just created as well as that customer. And all those details around product line are in the center of the screen. Now, as far as addresses go and shipping information, all of that is mapped right from the account record. So if we've got multiple addresses, and this one only has one, if we have multiple addresses, you can select to map an address to the build to or ship to location. I'm just going to go ahead and add to both locations for demo purposes today, and any of the shipping information as well. So depending on shipping preferences or payment terms and freight terms, this can all be mapped over right from the customer record so that you don't have to add this every time. It's just automatic. It's just going to flow right in there. Now, once we've generated our product, our shipping information here, what we can do is we can go ahead and we can activate this quote, and that's going to ultimately lock this quote down. So from there, I'm ready to send this off to my customer. So I'm going to click export. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to go in and create a new quote. I might have multiple templates in here. You might have different language or a different format for your customers, and it could be you might have multiple templates that you want to pick and choose from. So we can use that here. If you've got multiple, you would see that list here, and then depending on how big your list is, to be able to go in and search those templates. I've only got 2 here for this demo, but you can see a preview of what that might look like now as we're coming into our actual quote. And from there, I can download this. If I want a PDF copy of this on my desktop, no problem. I can go ahead and do that. I can also go in and I can email this directly then to my customer. Because we've got that integration with Outlook already stood up, I don't need to go into Outlook or download this to a PDF to do that. It's going to actually open up a message as an extension of Outlook, pre-populate that email address from and to, as well as the subject line becomes the name of my opportunity. You can see I've got my quote summary as a PDF automatically attached, and I might even have templates for my email to come in, or a signature as a default that comes in and gets layered in there automatically for me also. We'll go ahead and send this off. Sending it off, it's now going to show up as a sent message in my Outlook. You can see I'm getting a communications error because as a part of a demo, this is just a demo account. So we're just going to go ahead and save and close. We're going to mark that then as sent. If I wanted to, I could also save this quote to SharePoint because we've got that integration with SharePoint stood up in our demo environment. We've gone in and then turned that PDF into a quote document that is going to be attached then ultimately to this opportunity and to this potential customer. And now that I've gone in and selected to create this quote, creating the order is very straightforward as well. I can select to create this order. Maybe I've received confirmation from my customer that it's okay to proceed. We're going to create this order. It's going to give me some options to automatically close out this opportunity for me. That's going to eliminate some extra clicks maybe for me as a salesperson. So if I've already gone through and collected all the data that I need to or information around that opportunity, we can select OK, and that's going to create that order. That order, typically then what we want to do is we want that to be our trigger to automatically push this order right into our ERP system. So it's very seamless at that point. This order exists here, so I've got a copy of it in Dynamics and I can see it on my customer record. However, it's also been sent over to my ERP solution. And if I come into my accounts record here, if I go into ABC Grocery, now we're going to have all that history. So as I come in to work my accounts for the day, maybe I just want to get a picture of what my orders and opportunities look like. You can see I've got all of that data here related. So that 1,000 packages opportunity you can see is one. It was one on today's date when I went in and closed it. We've also got history of that quote and of that order record over here on the right. Any open deals, open revenue, all that information can also be captured from here. And if that's data from our ERP system, we're typically going to be able to integrate to pull that data over and make sure that it's visible on our account record as well. I hope you enjoyed this short video on batch manufacturing in Dynamics 365 sales. If you'd like to stay connected with us, please follow us on LinkedIn. Check out our additional resources page on the Stone Ridge Software website. And if you'd like to talk more about this particular topic or just want to talk to us in general about Dynamics 365 solutions, go ahead and email us at solutions@stoneridgesoftware.com. Thank you.